welcome everybody to the Falcons Sim franchise. We'll go through our roster real quick, but what we're going to do is sim. I'm not sure how many games we're going to sim through first, but every episode is just going to be simming, seeing what the team is looking like, and going through this series real quick, build up this Falcons team. I wanted to do the Falcons because they're, to me, if they can get a good young quarterback going, I feel like they have a pretty solid team to build around offensively. Defensively, they need some work here and there, but overall I think it's a pretty solid team and definitely one of my favorites. I've always liked them for many years, so I think this good young team can definitely get some stuff going. So we're gonna just sim a couple of games, see what everything is looking like. We're gonna skip a lot of the background stuff and not really worried about it, and let us get started. What do we got? Alright, 1-0, 17-14. Key to victory. We're just gonna auto upgrade players as well. We're not gonna worry about it. We're not gonna worry about these things either. It's just gonna take up time. If you guys want me to click on those so you can see them, that's fine as well. We'll probably go to, do we want to see stats? Can I just see, I guess I would have to see maybe the standing and then stats. How do I see just the game, just that game's stats? I don't remember. I don't remember. So we're just gonna skip again. It doesn't matter. Alright, let's see. We'll probably go through, honestly, depending on how quick we want to skip through all of these games, we might just go through the whole first season and get everything situated for the off season. So 1-1, we lost 35-14 against Green Bay. So that is terrible. What are we looking like on this mock draft? Where are we? Let's see. So it's looking like we are going for a tight end, which I definitely don't agree with. Offensively, we're looking for a starting quarterback. Definitely some receivers for our quarterback, and then pretty much anything on defense except for D-line. But I feel like the D-line can change, especially depending upon if Calais Campbell and Grady Jarrett retire. Let's see where we can focus here. Definitely want some quarterbacks to be focused on. Manage scouts. Yeah, quarterback is second. Reassign or hire a new scout. I don't care about that. Okay. So we will back up. We're also not going to do the coach upgrade things either. Let's see who all we need to look at resigning. Let me get a piece of paper. I'm not worried about resigning Von Jefferson, 72 overall at 27. Corner 24, I definitely think about resigning him. Scotty Miller at overall 72, no. Trey Flowers at 74 is a maybe. Middle linebacker, that's a maybe. We might need some O-line. Max Hollins He's technically my second receiver, but at a 74 overall and age 29, it's just not even worth keeping. We only have 43 million in cap space right now. I'm also not going to re-sign Cordell Patterson. Not that he's bad, but 32, that 78 overall is going to go down. I might do Calais Campbell, but I might wait on him. Don't need a 63 overall safety or D tackle or offensive lineman. So we're just going to get all of this out of the way now. Not worried about that. I can just pick up any fullback too, but we definitely want to re-sign Kyle Pitts. I don't think I'm going to do the 5th year option, but definitely interested in re-signing superstar tight end. Okay. Sim to the next one. 1-1. How are we going to do? 1-2. Okay, we lost 20 to 14. Not bad, but we're not scoring a lot. Not scoring a lot at all. So, team salaries. Yeah, I wish I could see weekly stats. View schedule. Okay, here we go. So then I should be able to do that. Player stats, throwing picks, rushing well, defensively, not really doing anything either. But we're scoring less than 20 every single week so far. That's what I'm seeing, anyway. On to the next one against the 0-3 Jags. Can we beat them? We don't. We, again, barely get even double digits. So, definitely seeing that there is an offensive problem here. Let's check stats now. Actually, wait. Okay, yeah. 4 games in. Let's check some stats. I'm going to see where we're at here. So, yeah, only 3 touchdowns is awful. Same as our running back. Bijan Robinson should have 1,000 yards for sure. Yards-wise, it's pretty spread out, but Kyle Pitts doesn't even have, like, anything between 3 games. That's sad. Sacks, 4 games, sorry. Not really. We have only, like, 4 sacks and only 1 pick. A lot of deflections, though. No forced fumbles. Our defense isn't doing too awful, though. The most I've seen is 35, which obviously that is a lot, but most of it's been pretty low, but our offense has been pretty terrible, so I cannot fully blame the defense for giving up, 20 points a week when we're barely getting double digits. So can we pull out a win? We do not. Lose once again, barely getting double digits, giving up 28. Let's see here. Got 43 million. Can we try to sign you? So I don't know how to... I don't know how to do the 5th year option. I think it just becomes an option later, and then we get like 1 chance to assign them. I'm gonna look later on to see if it's going to be worth keeping these guys that I haven't ended negotiations with. But overall, we're going to have a good amount of cap, it looks like anyway, to do something with our team here. 43 million to start. Yeah, 1-5. Yeah, we're so far looking like we're going to get last in the division. Yeah, barely 2 touchdowns and giving up 28 because of it. We're just not doing well here. But honestly, it's kind of to be expected. I do not have injuries on, at least I don't believe so. Just because we're just 7, there's no point. There we go, we won. We got 21 points that game. Woohoo. But that is great. I'm not sure how our top threat is Derrick Henry with a pass deflection and 18 tackles. That seems like a glitch, but whatever. Alright, mock draft 2. What are we looking like here? Looking like a right outside linebacker for our first choice. And while I wouldn't fully disagree with that being our first choice, it looks like he is awful. That's what I see. We're definitely trying to get one of these quarterbacks for sure. We have 3 top 5 options, and right now with our whatchamacallit, with our record, it's looking like we should be able to get one of them. So at this point, that's what I'm hoping for. And with how we've been playing, definitely don't think that we will have a winning record. Three and 5 put up 28 this time against the Titans. The 0-8 Vikings. Somehow they are 0-8. But let's check these standings now. Where are we? We are 23rd. 23rd. Alright. 0-8 Vikings. What do you got? We're doing good. Our offense has picked up. And we lost. But that was obviously a very defensive game. 10-6. So, still close. But the Vikings' one win is against us, which is not good. Alright, let sim through this, and then I will make a decision on whether or not to keep those guys depending on their stats thus far. And we lose again. At least that week we did put up 21, but then we gave up 31 as well. We will discuss the bye week, and then I'm going to check those player stats to see if we should be keeping them. We're just going to go stay grinding because I'm not worried about stamina. And then let us see. We'll go ahead and advance through this. Okay, so available cap space has 20. But when I go here to sign, it says 43. So I'm guessing it's 20 right now, 43 after all this. So our corner, both our corners, linebacker, O-line, pretty much anybody that says 1 year. Stats. Player stats thus far. Okay, so blocking wise, who's given up all the sacks? Not anybody that we have to worry about, so I can get rid of the offensive linemen that are there. Defensively, let's see. That's not who's there. Okay, you're one of the top tacklers. You have a pick, 4 deflections. Interceptions, you're one of the only one. Deflection-wise, you're tied for 3rd. Can't be mad at that. And then, Who else are we looking at? Calais Campbell, Trey Flowers. Calais Campbell has 3.5 sacks. Trey Flowers is tied for third with deflections as well. 3.5 sacks is top of our team, which not sure if that's scary or bad. Bud Dupree doesn't seem to be in on a lot of plays anyway, so I might just go ahead and leave him alone. But he does have 2 forced fumbles. So let me see, since this is our left outside starting, so downs played, yeah, 200 more downs almost than him. And so 200 more downs, the same amount of sacks, and only 8 more tackles. Solo tackles, total is 4. So yeah, actually Bud Dupree's pretty decent. But him being 30 right now, it's only gonna get worse. And obviously, no matter what, our plan is to replace him just because of both of those things. So I'll start negotiations for him. I think he is worth 3 years, 4.8 mil. Let's see, so we have a good starter. We can probably get rid of Trey Flowers just because of the age, and you're also 24. Okay, I'll give you the offer that you want. But apparently he did not like it. Trey Flowers, I'm gonna withdraw. Oh, it is you that's starting. I thought it was the other linebacker. Either way, I can find somebody better than a 71 overall. You're obviously not starting. I thought you were. And then Calais Campbell, I just can't. I mean, I like him. He's going to do good. He is doing well for 37, but more than likely he's just going to retire anyway. And then we'll wait on Kyle Pitts. Alright, let's advance. Let's advance. Okay, so division game. Honestly, the division is still up for grabs if we completely turn this around, but in a way I hope that we don't, so we can get a top quarterback, but that might still not be an option. We might have to end up trading up depending on let's see, we'll get 2.7 and drop that down. How's that? Nothing is right for you, huh? You might just not even want to fully sign, which at the end of the day is fine, because your overall can definitely be picked back up. Lost a close game to the Saints, 20-21. We're definitely not making it to the playoffs. And then we win against the Jets. View playoff picture, who's in. That's what we're looking like here. Very close pictures with a lot of them. But we still got a couple more weeks. Alright, we beat the Bucks earlier this year, one of our best team games, and then we lose to them. Alright. Finishing strong, don't care about that. 8-5 Panthers, are we gonna upset them? We do. 42-13. We upset them. But yeah, no, they were not playing their whatchamacallit. That last game against the Saints is gonna be a big thing over there. Big game for them. We lose to the Colts then to 42-14. Okay, let me look standings wise. Where are we at? We are 28th. So we are definitely should, depending on how we do these last two games, get one of those top QBs. And honestly, as much as it sucks, at some point that just kind of became the plan. I thought we were going to do better. We beat the Bears. And then let's see what happens here with the Saints. Let's see if we can upset them. And we don't. Okay, 6-11 is what our team went. Final standings and who makes it in: Cowboys, Chiefs, 49ers, Eagles, Bills, Ravens, Broncos, Bengals, Packers, Chargers, Saints, Bucks, Rams, and Colts make it. And then we get 23rd, which kind of stinks. I honestly wish we would have done a little bit worse at that point with having such a bad record. But let's view the playoff picture. Who's facing? So we got Bills, Chargers against the Chiefs then. And then Ravens, Bengals against Colts, Broncos. And we got Packers, Eagles, Saints, Bucks. And then 49ers, Rams against the Cowboys. But let us go ahead. We will look at stats. Alright, 25 picks is obviously way too much. So, that's not good. Took a lot of sacks as well. Rushing, 1,000 yards, 13 touchdowns. That's great. Receiving, not the best, not the worst. No 1,000-yard receiver, but could. Sacks wise, geez, giving up 11. Middle linebacker, most tackles by a lot. 6 sacks is our most, and then 3s and then 1s, not a lot. 4 picks by our top corner. 3 picks tied for our corner that we were trying to get. Good amount of deflections. Forced fumbles is Bud Dupree, who we aren't keeping anyway. Kicking could have been better. Alright. And then let's look at team stats. Team stats offensively. We are very middle. Pretty middle with that. Rushing, same. Okay. Defensively, total yards allowed. Total yards allowed, we're in the better half of it actually. We're top 10. Pass yards allowed. Good, not worried about it. Rush yards allowed. We're good. Points allowed though. Let's see. Still, yeah, we just couldn't really put anything together. Now, sacks we have the least amount, so we got to keep that in mind. Least, tied for the second least amount of sacks. Fumble recoveries, not really too worried about that. Interceptions, we are in the middle, so we definitely need more sacks. Other than that, turnover difference, yeah, okay, so quarterback and a lot of defensive players, a lot of defensive players, but we will go ahead and sim until we can do something else, and then we'll call that an episode, and the next episode will be the entire off season. So Ravens against the Bills, Chiefs Broncos, which is surprising still, Cowboys Bucks, 49ers Packers. That's what we're looking like. Alright, playoff bracket, who's winning? Alright, Ravens, Broncos, Cowboys, 49ers. I don't know who this Broncos team is, but they are doing well. Alright, Pro Bowl, not worried about it. View playoff bracket, who we got? Yo, who are these Broncos? Broncos versus Cowboys for the Super Bowl. I don't know what that's about, but that's what we got. And I'm gonna bet it's the Cowboys. Oh, well, we had to do the Pro Bowl. There's that. Alright. To the off season. And the Cowboys win by 5 against the Broncos. Hell of a team though. Alright, who retired? Anybody for us? Yep, Class Campbell and Cordell Patterson, like I thought. Not worried about the rest. Who are we looking like here? So we got lots of. We want one of those top 3 QBs. So I'm hoping if some of those people that get to pick ahead of us, as long as they don't take a QB, I think we should be fine. Draft picks, we get pick 10. So as long as 3 quarterbacks aren't taken, then we'll get one of the top players. But that is what we will do next episode. So there's nothing to do here other than staff week. Not worried about it. Then we will start re-signing players and everything next episode. I'll end you on a teaser and see this mock draft 3. QB. So it says we're taking a left guard, which not super mad at, but okay. So We got two teams taken. Yeah, all four quarterbacks are gone in the first 6 picks. So we're definitely going to have to trade up. Top 5 talent. Top 5. So it just depends on who they end up taking. But everybody is a top 5 talent. And honestly, it doesn't make sense why the Steelers would take them with Kenny Pickett. So we'll see. Actually, let me see this again. Damn, hold on. Long cliffhanger I'm leaving you on. What was I looking at? So, quarterback, he's round 1. And then he's a top 5. And then he's a top 5. And then not another quarterback. So, we want Lewis, not that he isn't good, but he's not a top 5 player. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so, or Witt. So, Lewis, not, or Witt is who we want to take. So we will do our best to take one of them, so long as the AI doesn't screw us over. And then we will see you guys in the next episode.